this tutorial, this is going to be my prom inspired makeup tutorial. I know it's prom time, it's spring. A lot of girlies are finna go get dolled up for their prom, and maybe their junior or senior prom, or whatever the case may be. I wanted to be come and give an inspirational look, something like that. I wanted to keep it very simple and pretty, so I didn't do a lot on the lids. I kept the lips pretty nude pink and the cheeks and things pretty glow. So I used the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette for pretty much the whole look. Of course, I used a transitional color, which was MAC Saddle, because it really didn't have a transition color. So a brown, neutral brown, is pretty much all I used. And for the glowy cheeks, I don't know if I mentioned in the video, I used the MAC Stardust, and it looks like that. It's just a pretty highlighted, and it just gives you a pretty glow. So I wanted to keep it pretty neutral, pretty fun, youthful, but very glammed up. So if you want to see, and don't mind the hair, I've been working out and I sweated out my hair, so don't mind that. Just bear with me. It is a work in progress. I'm trying to slim down and all that. But if you want to see how I achieve this pretty look, do stay tuned for the video, guys, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye. So in this tutorial, this is going to be a fairly simple, this is for my, geared to my high school girls. I want to just keep a pretty clean face with the glowy cheek and well, highlighted cheek. And we're pretty much only going to use 3 brushes: a a small detail brush, a fluffy brush, and a flat brush. And my goal was to minimize as much as possible, so I tried to keep it into the Naked 2 palette. But I also know NYX makes a Butt Naked palette. That'll probably be a cheaper alternative. I'm going to use MAC's Soft Ochre paint pots, but also NYX jumbo pencil, like in milk, will also be a great alternative to make this an effective and cost, you know, because pretty much usually most high school girls, like I didn't wear makeup in high school at all, so I know that usually you only wear makeup for special occasions. And me personally, I went to MAC to get mine done whenever I went to events. But I know it is some girls out there that is into makeup in high school and want different ideas. So without further ado, I'm going to use some soft ochre paint pots and just spread that all over my lid. I've already filled my brows in. And once we get that, I'm just going to take a little more and add it to the bottom. This also be good for like women, somebody that wants to get married or something like that. Just a pretty simple look that's very effective. So once we have our prom, the only 2 colors, which is our 2 transition colors that I'm not going to use out the palette, and it's only because I really didn't see anything that would work for me. So I'm going to take, starting off with MAC's Soft Brown, which is a really light soft brown. I just used that just really so lightly, just to start to transition, to start some type of color in our crease, to give us like a guideline. So just so very simple. And then right after that, just a little, I go in with Saddle with that same fluffy brush, and I come down just ever so slightly and really focus that right here. So that's pretty much it for Saddle. And then pretty much everything else will be out of our Naked 2 palette by Urban Decay. I'm going to go ahead and take my flat brush, and I'm going to use VERVE, which is this very pretty color right here. Right there is the color that I'm going to use. It is just so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and start packing that all over my my lid, kind of up into the crease, because we want to bring it up just so slightly, because this is pretty much our main focus on the eyes, is this color right here. So just continually pack it. Okay, and once you have it packed on, and then when we get down here on the lid, we want to actually take the color packet and bring it down. This is help reflects and give some more shine to the lid. Once we have that on, we're just going to go back in with the same fluffy brush, and we're just going to blend those two colors that we already put down. Just continually go back and forth. You can even use your finger to help blend it out. And we should have BOOTYCALL, which is a very pretty, I don't know if it'll show up with the color at the palette. And with our small definer brush, we're going to add that to the inner corner and bring it down. This is what's going to give us our pretty inner corner glow. And sweep it up. Blend it over. And blend it out. And go back in and add a little more of that lid color just to help blend both of them together, to merge them together. That's all we pretty much doing for this look. Okay, and I'm going to take Busted just to give some type of definition in the crease, which is this color right here, ever so slightly with that same fluffy brush. I told you we're only using 3 brushes. Put some on our brush and tap it off the rest of it. We're going to put it right here in the crease, just so slightly, just to give some type of definition. Okay, so we should have something like that, and use our finger just to blend it, make the edges softer. Snakebite, which is right here. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit right here in the corner and blend it in. So you can barely see it, but it's right there. And it just gives another color to the lid. And that's pretty much it for the top part of the lid. I'm going to go ahead and take a brown pencil, not a black. I think this is very youth appropriate, the brown one. So I'm just going to run that around the along our lash line. And not going all the way in. I'm only going like halfway in and run it to the back. And for my waterline, I'm going to use a ivory type color. White will probably be a little bit too dark, but if you don't have it, this, the milk will work. Just something just to brighten our eyes up and keep us youthful. That's my goal for this. Something that's pretty but going to be youthful. Keep us young. I'm just going to go ahead and take a white wipe and clean up anything that may have fallen out, so we can start working on our bottom lash line. Chopper right here, and I'm going to run that in, and pretty much I'm going to focus that into the center part of our lid, like right here, meeting up with that BOOTYCALL. And we're just going to make this be the have that. I'm going to go back in with Busted, which is that dark color right here, and end it off. So I'm going to go in with NYX very, very lightly. This part could even be skipped, but I just wanted to put just a little bit of definition on the lash line. And I'm not even going all the way in. So, just ever so slightly, and just the tiniest baby wing. Just like that is what I really want to focus on. Now, these may be too much for a prom, so this is a great alternative. The Babies by Ardell, these are small and they're pretty and it's not doing too much. I'm going to save these just in case I do somebody's makeup, for prom. I will use that for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a lash that I've already used, which is one of my House of Lash. I'm going to put that on and I'll come back and finish up the rest of the face with you guys. Okay, so this is pretty much the eyes. They're very pretty. And pretty much the only thing we used was the Naked 2 because you're going to be dancing mostly and, you know, things like that. So we're going to start out with a foundation primer. I would recommend something light. You don't need, for me, I'm thinking of high school youth skin. You don't need a lot of heavy foundation on your face. So again, a tinted moisturizer will be also, or a BB cream or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and just put the foundation primer on. This is Radiant by Laura Mercier, and it gives a pretty iridescent dewy type of skin, and I want this on my face because I want my skin to be dewy, you know. And also a good thing we'll try will be MAC's Strobe Cream. It also has like an iridescence within. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of that also under it, so it makes the skin just, you see, it just gives a glow even without adding any type of foundation yet. So of course my all-time favorite is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I'm going to go ahead and just add that. I've already put it on this side of the face, so I'm just doing it on this half. I don't like the heavy feeling of it. And I've tried like this, I try often to wear the MAC Studio Fix. It's just too much, too heavy for my skin. I just don't like it. Okay, so when we have that all over, you can put some on our lips to mute the lip color out to make it a natural. I don't know if this is doing too much, but I'm going to go ahead and just do a light contour. I don't know if, you know, it's contouring too much, but you know, you always want to give your face a slender appearance. So especially if you're doing your pictures, it'll be very pretty. So I'm just going to do it very lightly though. Nothing major. Just put it there, just ever so slightly on my face, and even that may be just a little too heavy, but you know, and right here and under our chin, to slenderize our face. Even as young women, we want a slimmer appearance. And for my blush, I wanted to keep it oh, let me go ahead. This is I'm going to start out with that. I'm going to use it on my ring finger and just tap it on. It's like a pretty champagne color, and this is going to start our highlight. This will be Melba. It's just like a pretty soft, pretty peach blush. It's not going to overpower our face, but if you want to, like, it's springtime, I think it's a pretty one as well. So, you know, but I wanted to keep the blush at least matte because our face was so dewy. So I'm just going to add it right here and just blend it. It's pretty, but this is limited, so this is a better alternative. And I know Hard Candy and like Walmart is also have pretty highlights like that. And like I think Honeymoon is a pretty highlight from Hard Candy at Walmart. So I'm putting this on the same brush and I'm tapping it off just like that. And I'm going to just tap it on because it's going to, you see that? That is the what we're going for. And I'm just going to brush my brush to clean off the brush like that, and then just clean it off. I think highlighted skin is very youthful and it gives you a pretty glow. Ooh. So I think this is a pretty, I got, because it's right here. It's just like a baby pink, Saint Germain, Snob, anything like that from MAC. I'm not quite sure about any other brand. It gives you a pretty baby doll lip. If it's too much, you can tone it down, wipe it off some. Just to tone it down just a little bit and outline it. This is Just Buzz, Nice Buzz, just a clear, like, and it has like some shimmer to it. Don't mind the hair. I've been working out and my hair is sweated out, but I wanted to just get out and do this video, so don't mind that. But I think this is a pretty look for prom, or even if you're going to get married this spring. It's just so pretty and not doing a lot. Like, it's not taking away from, it still make you youthful. So if you guys enjoyed, please thumbs up, rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll try to get a few more prom inspired looks out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys very soon.